Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another movie reaction and commentary. And today we're going to be hopping into a film called A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. If you guys don't know, we're prolonging the horror, stretching a little bit into Christmas territory. I do want to get a Christmas film out the way first before we, end the Christmas year and all that good stuff. But again, I still wanted to get to a little bit more of the lingering horror films that are kind of on the Patreon poll. So again, if you guys want to be able to vote and maybe watch something that's a little bit more obscure, a little bit more nuanced and underrated, definitely check out the Patreon where you can suggest some films and see it on the Patreon poll. And most of the time I actually do be watching them. If you just look on the channel, we've watched a lot of films that I think a lot of you guys just probably haven't seen before, but even probably haven't heard before. I mean, at least I was me, on some of them. But again, I'm happy to being able to continue this and just kind of, see where this genre is just being continuously stretched to. I've seen so many examples so far at how the horror genre is such a great landscape for storytelling, for production design, for creativity, for direction, for acting, it's just such an incredibly tangible thing to just mold and stretch out to. And we're getting example after example after example with the previous films we watched on this channel over the couple of months. So again, I'm stretching this out. I think I might do a little bit more, but I do want to get to a Christmas film since it is during the Christmas time. So but yeah, I really want to get into this, guys. Like always, if you want to be able to support this channel, the best way to do it is by checking out the Patreon. You can also support the channel by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. And at the end of the day, I hope that you can just sit back, relax, get your popcorn and snacks as we hop into A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. Again, if you want to be able to watch the films that I watch on this channel, even the ones that are a little bit lesser known, you can. All you got to do is by go into the actual Patreon, get your copy of the film, sync it up with mine, and you should be good to go. Oh, that's cool. Okay. I wonder if all this is going to be shot in black and white. It looks like it's newly shot. Like, it doesn't look like an old image. So it seems like their aesthetic is going for that black and white. You stole a whole cat? Is that what we doing now? We just stealing cats? Wow. Oh, wow. Jesus. Yeah, there's just a river of bodies right there. He's just nonchalantly walking past a river of bodies. What is the world that we're living in? That was a really cool shot. Usually rack focusing is, a technique that just kind of get another subject in focus, usually while they're talking, but that was used creatively. Not to say that others aren't, but that was specifically used to kind of combine two compositions. I like this guy's design. It's really cool. I can't tell where these people are, and I kind of like that. Especially because it's like shot in black and white. Just makes everything a little bit more obscure.
تو اصلا حالیت هست چقدر پدرتو به من بده کاره؟ من هفته پیش به پول ندادم.
Damn, they about to take his car, man. That was a dope ass car. See, he worked over 2,000 days to get that car. I don't know about you, man, but that was too nice of a car to just let go. I know that you're scared, but I don't know, man. It's a car worth dying for, if I could be honest. I'm joking, guys. Don't die over a car. I don't care how cool it looks. Don't do that. He's like, okay, let me go ahead and get started. Oh my God. He's doing this. The first thing he does in the car that he took from that kid. That's wild. That's pretty wild. I do not know about y'all, but there is a lot of weird stuff happening right now. Just a lot of weird stuff happening, and I kind of like it. I'm loving how the camera is just sitting with some of these compositions and where we're left with on some of these compositions. It reminds me of older films, because older films would do that more so because of reasons for like film preservation. But I love that this is sort of replicating that. I mean, obviously they're doing the black and white, and I'm not sure if it's just because of time reasons that they want to replicate it, but even the shots themselves, like they're holding on to longer shots. This was made in 2014, so it's not too old, it's not too new.
Must be a...
It's crazy because the title makes it seem like you should be scared for the girl, you know, because it's the girl that walks alone at night. If anything, I feel like she's the one that's going to probably have other people being afraid of her. This girl looks like she will pull your soul out of your body, and not in the good way, if you know what I'm saying. This film has a feeling of trance in it, you know? The anticipation is crazy. I feel like something bad is gonna happen, but not to her, to this dude. Curious to see where the story beats are trying to take us. Whoa. Yep, here we go. Here we go. That was crazy. Damn, took his whole finger off. Bit the whole finger off right down to the nub. Bro, you had a whole gun on the table. I don't know why you're not going after that. Damn. Not only do I love this setting, but I love the thing that is happening right now. I don't think I've seen anything like this, but well, I've seen it before, but being shown like this, it's a first. That's really exciting. So to kind of like give like a pretty interesting synopsis right now, I mean, we're dealing with obviously the main character who's this kid with a struggling father, has a nice car, there's a nice cat now, and there's also a vampire around. I feel like they can go anywhere with this story beat, which is exciting. I think that's really cool. It feels pretty original. The tons of bodies in the river, though, I gotta get an explanation for that. That is a wild imagery. Like, that is not a pleasant sight. Yeah, I think you should stay away from that person. I feel like there's a reason why that other girl just left. Yeah, no way. No way. We're not playing this Simon Says crap. Dude. I find it really interesting how they flipped this title. Because, again, you would think from the title alone it would be like the girl being afraid, but I'm afraid for everyone else when the girl is around. Whew, okay, yeah, that got me a little bit. That got me just a tad. Just a little bit. Oh my goodness, bro. What the hell? Jesus. That will put the fear of whatever into anybody. Saying that you're gonna take their eyes and feed it to the dogs out of their skull. That's crazy.
لباست خیلی باحاله.
نمیترسی؟
میترسم. تو
Man's dressed up as a vampire, not knowing that there's an actual vampire lurking around, bro. Man took one pill and he is frosted, man. He is a toaster strudel right now. My man's seeing colors even though the film's black and white. What type of question is that? Absolutely not. Look at him. He got fake vampire teeth in his mouth. On drugs. I forget what type of lens it's called, but I'm mad that I forget because it's on the tip of my tongue. But I can tell what type of lens it is because of what it's doing to these lights. Like it's giving off these horizontal flares. Even the bokeh, you can even tell, like the bokeh are like ovals. Usually bokeh, you know, the blurry lights in the background, they're using a regular lens, it's like a circle. But depending on like the type of lens, it can create like a certain effect to the light.
چون یه چیزی ازت بپرسم چرا اینجایی؟ هر دومون اینجاییم.
She reminds me of like an insect, man. Like you can't tell what the heck she's thinking.
من تا حالا اینطوری نبودم.
I don't know if that makes any sense, but you tell me what an insect's thinking. I don't know. Bro, she wants to bite a chunk off your neck so bad, dude. Like, the fattest chunk off your neck. Why is this so damn wholesome now? Why is this so wholesome? Damn, can y'all turn any slower, man? That's funny as hell, man. I'm sorry. Don't key the car, please. Don't do that. Oh, man, that's very frustrating. I get why she did it, but Jesus, man. Another really cool shot. I really love the compositions within this film. I think they're doing a really good job at using the black and white, especially when it comes to playing around with light. At night, too. Pops off. I'm just out here just killing people, man. Just random people. You don't even have to have been doing anything. You could just be homeless and just die. That's kind of crazy. I don't really know her methods. That's a wild spot to vibe at. Just looking at a factory.
That get it?
It almost seems like she's like trying to have a human experience right now. We don't know anything about this chick. Like she said, you don't know me. I mean, considering she's a vampire, how long has she even been alive, right? That was a cool shot. I'm telling you, there's a lot of really smart compositions here. Yeah, I'm just not realizing he got that cat specifically for his dad. The whole time I thought that it was originally his and he just stole it back. No, he just stole the cat for his dad. What the hell? Damn, what the hell is going on right now? Well, she just killed that dude's dad. She was able to sense that through the cat. Oh, snap. You know what? Is all those bodies hers? Is the bodies in the river, are those hers right there? Damn, it seems like every dead person just seems to be looking right into his eyes. They did that similar shot for when the other dude was killed by her. But yeah, that's a lot to process. Imagine after kicking out your father, seeing him just dead on the street, and not knowing that the person who did it was the girl you're trying to get busy with. Like, that's crazy. Those synapses are clicking real slow. Oh man, what are you gonna do, bro? The cat, though. The cat. The fucking cat. Alright. Start a new life together, I guess, man. You guys have no more ties to this city that you guys were in. All right, everybody, and that is the end to A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. That is a long title. All right, everybody, we just got done our film. This was a very interesting watch. This was an interesting watch. All right, I love the black and white. I love the longer takes, but I will say some of the shots. I mean, this is like a. I hope this doesn't come off as wrong or anything like that, but it sort of like reminds me a little bit of that one film that we've watched. I think it's called Under the Skin with Scarlett Johansson, where I feel like if it was just a little bit shorter, it probably would have hit just a little bit more. I feel like some of the shots were just a little bit drawn out. Like it's a slow burn to a T, and the kettle isn't even being cooked. That's how slow burn this film is. Now, does that change how I feel about it? Not really. I just feel like that's a pacing thing, but I really love the compositions. I loved how original this whole idea seemed to be. I mean, it also reminds me a little bit of what's that one Swedish film that we've watched? It was either Swedish or German, but it was like Let Me In or Let the Right One In, something like that, where it dealt with vampires as well. But I feel like I like that one a little bit more. Well, not even a little bit more. I actually like that a lot more. I feel like there was a little bit more of a narrative with that one, but that doesn't, take away some of the things that I really enjoyed about this film. There was a lot of really interesting takes, again, with the cinematography. I loved how they were just using dimensions of space. Well, we said a little bit of that through the commentary, but, just the lighting. I love, like, the lens choice that they were using. Again, it's not coming to mind what it's called, but it's like, I know what it is. So I'm sure one of you guys are going to mention it in the comments. I'll be like, yeah, it's definitely that. But yeah, I mean, this film definitely is a risk, It seems like it's one of those lower budgets, but the overall experience that was had through this is one of a kind. And I always appreciate that. I mean, for crying out loud, we're watching films made by David Lynch over here. So it's like, we embrace the originality, we embrace the creativity and the newer directions. But yeah, I think this film would have just hit a little bit more if it was just a little bit shorter. Like 15 minutes, like maybe 15 minutes. And if each shot was just a little less longer. I get it though, I really did. The first thing I said was that it reminds me of like an older film. And in older films they use longer takes, but again, it was mainly used for the act of preservation. I don't think this was shot on film, but back then films were shot primarily to preserve film, so it just like you really had to dial in before you could press record or before you can get that film started, to know where your motioning of the camera is going to be at certain beats and certain points. Whereas films like Under the Skin, again, I really love, let me preface that, films like that where I love the originality, and same thing with this. However, I feel like the longer takes are a little bit more unnecessary, whereas the older films, there was a reasoning towards that, and the flowing of the camera was a really big part of that. But let me hear what your thoughts are. You guys don't have to agree with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys don't know me, so let me hear what your thoughts are in the comment section below. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. Was this your first time watching it? You never heard of this film? Have you seen this film? Is there something that I'm missing? More with the context. Show me a little bit more history about this film, because they did that here and there, but there's still so much ambiguity to it. There's still so much to try and understand. I feel like there was a whole other story that was working along with the backbone of this film that I just didn't click with. So I'm interested in seeing and hearing what you guys have to say about that, because I would love to learn more about this film. Guys, like always, stay healthy and stay hydrated, because we are just getting started.
Purple jacket, pocket full of weed. Everything that I should ever need. Grab some matches cause they give them free. Just like my time. Hair pulled back in the backseat.